Hello, horror people. Welcome to this special Friday edition of Horror Trivia. A little bit later than
Yar.
usual, but as I said earlier this week, had to schedule change. Went and saw Beetlejuice. I guess on the first premiere night, the early release.
Seeing it tomorrow.
It's definitely worth watching. It's a lot of fun.
And if you guys find the Beetlejuice Fanta, it's Beetlejuice Fanta Haunted Apple. Kind of cinnamon cream soda going on. I mean, the color, it can't be good
extra
for you.
green food coloring.
Yeah, right?
What was the Ghostbusters High C Ecto Cooler?
Ecto Cooler. Man, that
was
stuff.
a good flavor.
They brought that back a while back, and I was buying cases of it when Amazon had it, but you can't. I was buying that and Surge. Remember Surge?
Yeah, no, I rebought some of the Surge, but I feel like the Surge didn't taste the same. I don't know. It didn't quite seem as good as it used to be. I think when they remade Surge into the Vault flavor, I think they perfected, because I think original Surge was too heavy. And then they brought Vault and they made it a little more carbonated. It was still like over caffeinated, but it was balanced better. Like I feel like Surge was maybe a little bit flatter tasting than I remember. I don't know. I still like it. I still drank a couple cases of it. But
you said Volt, and I thought Jolt Cola. That's another.
No, Jolt kind of tastes like liquid metal too. It's like they got too much caffeine in it. They need to like ratio it better. Like it needs to be like a bigger can or something. Like it's just not quite balanced in that small of a ratio. Something's off. It like when you have too much caffeine in something, it kind of has a metallic taste. It feels like. So they still make Jolt, don't they? Though I think you can still like buy it. It's like a 4-pack or something. It's like expensive, but.
You used to be able to buy Surge on Amazon, but not anymore.
Coke decides when they want to and when they don't want to. So, it's whatever. Like, remember when like vanilla Coke was like limited for no reason? Yep. That was so stupid. Like
they even brought Crystal Pepsi back.
It's so weird. It's like, we think of these drinks just supposed to have a color.
Tab, I remember Tab.
They're just clear until they add the caramel. The caramel coloring or the food coloring to it.
Remember, Tab was the caffeine-free.
That was the diet one, right? Soda. Ooh, caffeine. Like, what's the point? If you're gonna buy a dark soda, it's not caffeinated. Like root beer is about the only thing that's acceptable to not be caffeinated. But they make caffeinated root beer, so it's like you can have your cake and eat it.
As a kid, my parents used to drink caffeine-free Diet Coke. I was like, ugh.
The gold cans, yeah. My grandmother had those. I'm like, what's the point? Like at that point, you're getting all the bad health benefits and none of the joy of drinking, trash. So, as Jay says, milk and doo-doo.
Being a New Yorker, I grew up on ginger ale.
Ginger ale's good.
Italian from New York, it was ginger ale.
There's nothing wrong with a good ginger ale, but ginger ale's clear. Like, it's not got a gross colorings in it. It's crisp. It's light. It's refreshing. The only thing that makes ginger ale better is if it was caffeinated. But it's like, it's almost so refreshing that it kind of wakes you up anyway, right? Kind of like Sprite doesn't have caffeine in it, but man, it's so crispy. It's like, all right, this is like a shot to the heart.
Up next on Uncle Pete and Shelby Discuss Pop.
It's all Coke, Pete. I'm from the South. They're all different kinds of Coke. What kind of Coke do you want? You want Pepsi?
I had a buddy from St. Louis, and he said it was a Coke. I'm like, okay, yeah, Coca-Cola. Is like, no, Coke could be Sprite, it could be root beer, it could be orange.
Any carbonated beverage.
Yeah.
What kind of Coke you want?
Dr. Pepper and Fireball.
Dr. Pepper is great. I do love Dr. Pepper. Is probably, I feel like if you don't like Dr. Pepper, you hate your life. How could you not like Dr. Pepper? It's the perfect soft drink.
What did I try last year for Christmas? It was Dr. Pepper and Bailey's. Yes.
Dr. Pepper's a great mixer. It's underrated for sure. And let's see. All right. So I think everybody's probably in here. This is going to be a nice little lead into the movies tonight. So we got some. Oh, nice. You're going to send a picture of that in person because that's the Spread Shop merch. And I don't know. We don't know for sure how great it is in person. It's going to be like you all with the guinea pigs for that. So send us a picture because you got the denim one, right? The denim style. So that's a groovy. Thanks for ordering it. I'm still working on shipping everybody's stuff out. It was a crazy week and a half here with work. So hoping to knock that out this weekend, get everything packed and get it on its way. So Of course, we're still waiting on the investigation badge from last year and the cryptozoology badge. So if you're getting those, they won't be in this first round of packages. We've not forgotten. It is just a pain in the ass to get patches made. So I'm glad we ordered all those copies of the other 3 that we always have, because it'd be a nightmare if we had to wait on every one of them. It's the new badges that suck. We make them, and then it takes forever to get the right vendor to fulfill the order and not charge like $10,000 for like 50 patches. It's crazy. It's crazy. This is absolute nonsense sometimes. So let's see here. I will start the timer on trivia, and we have a special treat this week of trivia. First of all, Patrick was trying to take a spot this week, Pete. So, and second of all, Uncle Pete wrote all the questions this week. I actually didn't write a single one of the questions this week.
So you can blame me this week.
Direct at Pete. I'm not taking any complaint. Not that I take them to begin with. So I should probably open the actual app up. I'm like trying to find the window to start the trivia game, and it's because I don't even have the window open. That would be why. So let me open the window. Yes, and now start the trivia timer. There we go. There we go. Now we're doing something. So fireball. I think my favorite fireball story is my dumbass sister. It's like a Thanksgiving dinner or something, and she's underage, and there's a cinnamon something. One of the desserts has like a pretty strong cinnamon smell or taste or scent, and she's like, this tastes like Fireball, and everybody's like, I'm sorry, what? How do you know? How do you know what Fireball is? Aren't you 16? So that was pretty funny. It was pretty funny to throw her under the bus in front of the fam. So it was like, you alcoholic. It's called cinnamon. It's not called Fireball. It's a spice. It's tree bark. So what Discord message did you?
What we talked about before the stream went on? That contact I needed.
Oh, got you. Oh yeah. Gotcha. Did you get that thing I sent you? Boy.
So what's everybody's plans this weekend?
You better watch Beetlejuice.
Yep.
You better watch movies here at Kings of Horror. But the rest of the weekend's free. You can do whatever you want to. I'm willing to let you do anything else this weekend.
If you guys want to watch, what's that sport? Foosball or football or some sport?
Hand egg. Oh yeah, it was a great pickup. You got to keep the Kentucky kids home. So it was a good pickup. 50-Foot Nerds live podcast recording. Jay has no idea about horror films.
Yeah, 50-Foot Nerd. That's my buddy Mike from the UK. So he's up late with us. Appreciate it, Mike.
Hey man, Perps got that 6-hour time difference. They're in the future, and we will get it rolling here.
Kick it off.
I'll read the odd numbers. How many Jamie Lee Curtis horror movies have been remade? Is it 4? Is it 3? Is it 2? Is it 1? And remember, type the number for the answer, not the actual number answer. Right? So it's confusing when we have numbers as answers, but type the number of the answer, the one before the period, if you're going to answer in the chat. Don't type. Yeah, those are fun. So
that's gotten me a couple of times. I was like, fudge.
They're like, it's easy. It's a simple question, but it's kind of weird to think about.
This might have been a tough one.
This might be tough because maybe Halloween does count twice. It has been remade twice, technically. The first one, right? Rob Zombie and then
up. Well, I can't. It was Halloween, Prom Night, The Fog, and Terror Train.
Yeah, 4. I forgot they remade the Terror Train one.
Yeah, it was a Tubi only. It was pretty decent.
Really?
It was actually pretty decent. They made even a sequel to the remake, but the remake was pretty decent.
You effed up.
That one was split. Guys, even with that one.
Yeah, it was a good. It's a good start. Start out with a difficult one.
Okay. What is the name of the drink in the movie Street Trash? Viper, Trash Juice, Tenafly Viper, or Fago?
You're missing the Y on Fago.
I've never tried. Oh, did I? Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, that
Fago's
that's my
pretty good, even though it's like the Juggalo drink. But the weird thing about Fago is they're all like caffeine free, but they have a shit ton of sugar in them.
I've never tried one. I don't
They're
think
pretty good. They are
is it
cheap. They are
Midwestern or
really cheap. Like you buy them at a gas station, they're literally like it's like a half liter, and it's like $1.50. They have a cotton candy soda one, and it's really good. It's like bright blue. I mean, it's like liquid cancer, I'm sure, but it is delicious. Their root beer one's pretty good. Moon Mist is like their Mountain Dew one. It's pretty solid.
Oh.
But I don't know. I'm sure you can get it out in California, but it's fairly common around here. Like obviously, the closer you get to Michigan, the easier it is to find. But you can find it down here in Kentucky pretty easily.
Jay? Only one. Tenafly Viper in Street Trash.
Jay on that milk and doo doo. Tenafly Viper. Trying to think of what the drink was in what was the malt liquor in Black Dynamite? It was like,
oh crap.
I'm trying to stop drug dealers selling in the neighborhood. I'm selling the people in the neighborhood, and I'm a drug dealer. Black Dynamite. I threw that shit before I walked in the room. But you drink the whiskey and your junk falls off. It was a great movie. So good. Trash Juice. Trash Juice probably could work. That'd probably be a good brand. Just like this brand. What was the make of the car in Christine? Was it a 58 Plymouth Fury? Was it a 58 Duster? Was it a 58 Chevy Fury? Or was it a 57 Chevy? Or was it a 93 Geo Metro? A truly scary car. You'd be lucky if the door handles stay on. It's kind of funny because like the Metro kind of sucked, but the Geo Tracker was pretty good. And it's like it doesn't make any sense because they were both essentially the same car.
That's when cars were like tanks.
They really were. All the plastic stuff would break on it, but it would run as long as you changed the oil. It would run. Like
obviously, it was a 58 Plymouth Fury. One of my favorite movies as well. That's one of those comfort movies. What's a comfort movie for you guys out there? Like for me, it's Christine. I can put it on anytime. It's a comfort movie. It makes like 90 minutes go by like that. What are some of your comfort movies? Shelby's is Halloween 3.
Yeah. I actually haven't watched it in a little bit. It's been like 2 months. It's probably the longest stretch I've gone with. Maybe I'm just charging up for October.
Yeah, I'm going to have to rewatch Houses October Built 1 before I watch the sequel 31 times. What's the color of the door to 1428 Elm Street in the original Nightmare on Elm Street? Was it red, green, blue, or black?
Ooh.
Living Dead, Manchester Moore, Night of the Living Dead, Return of the Living Dead, Chud. Yeah.
Chud's good. That I can see Chud, Gremlins, Toxic Avenger. Those are good. Cheese. I'm trying to think. Honestly, a lot of my comfort movies are kind of. I watch Tron Legacy a lot, just because.
I would say the original Tron I love.
The original Tron's great too, but the Daft Punk soundtrack just kind of. It's like a big long music video. Tron Legacy is so. It's kind of vibe.
I think so. I got a lot of people with this one.
I don't even know. I thought it was red.
It's red. It was red in the sequel. You just see a lot more. It is blue in the first one.
Blue in the first one.
Yeah,
all I remember is the red.
Red from there on out.
But then I think it's red too because of Insidious. Also has like a red door, right? It really prominent feature of the. So.
Good job, Joseph. He's one of our multiple winners.
Yes, he is. You don't get to be a multiple winner if you don't answer questions like this on a regular basis correctly. So, bunch of high scores in the front row. That's the worst.
I love this question.
when you're just looking straight up. I've noticed now with these theater renovations, they've moved the very first row back, so you don't have to look like 90 degrees up
Yep.
anymore, which is nice. Oh yes. What is the name of Buffalo Bill's dog in Silence of the Lambs? Is it Princess, Precious, Fluffy, or Bitch? Put the lotion in the fucking basket. Honestly, Silence of the Lambs is kind of a comfort movie. I love Silence of the Lambs. It's a great movie.
It's so, and then you realize it won Best Actor, Best
And there's
Actress,
a reason
Best
why. Yeah,
Screenplay, Best Director,
so
Best
good.
Movie.
It's so good. It's like
And that will never happen again. A movie to win all 5.
It was insane. Insane. Great movie. Oh yeah, big girl, big fat girl. Yeah, I know her. I like to just drop lines from the more obscure ones like that one. I was like, oh yeah, big girl, big fat girl. Yeah, I know her.
Brad thought her name was Bitch.
No, right. Thinking of an ex-girlfriend. It's really clear. It's easy to get them mixed up. We all have a couple of those. Precious. Well, that dog was in Pee-wee's Big Adventure too, right?
As well as I had
The Burbs.
Yeah, The Burbs.
Yeah, that dog was that. I would say it's probably about the most famous dog behind like Lassie, right?
I think it was also in Batman Returns. It grabbed
You're
a little
right.
boomerang.
You're right.
What are the names of the Frog Brothers in The Lost Boys? Edgar and Poe, David and Michael, Bill and Ted, or Alan and Edgar?
Oh God.
Yeah, that's a famous dog. It's like, gosh.
There's a great Easter egg for this for the Lost Boys. If you watch the music video for Gunship's "Dark All Day," it has the two kids, the two Corys, if you will, if you like.
If you guys want to see something funny, look up a current Corey Feldman concert. It's something fun.
Did you see a Linkin Park's announcement?
Yeah, they had a live thing on YouTube yesterday for like 90 minutes playing a bunch of tracks.
They I don't know if I'm super in love with having a new headliner, but
Yep, it was Alan and Edgar Frog.
Alan and Edgar Frog Poe.
That's another comfort movie. Is The Lost Boys.
Lost Boys is good. I don't watch Lost Boys enough.
Mainly for the guy with no shirt on playing the saxophone.
It's all about Tim Capello, right? It's all about Tim. Tim gets greased up. Patrick and I met Tim when we went to Joe Bob's Jamboree in Memphis. It was hot as hell. But yeah, his wife greases him up. He actually has like wrestler grease on. This family moved next door to Tom Hanks' character in The Burbs. We just had a Burbs side chat, didn't we? Is it the Tanners, the Petersons, the Klopeks, or the Hasselhoffs? The cheeseburger eating Hasselhoffs.
I heard they want to remake The Burbs by Seth MacFarlane. Is planning on remaking The Burbs.
Well, if anybody could do it.
Oh, another Corey Feldman movie in our two Corey Feldman movies in our trivia.
It seems that Pete has a theme, but when I do it and the questions unintentionally are related, everybody jumps on me. So I see how it is. You just want to rag on me to rag on me. All right, that's cool. Substitute teacher. Full.
We got Precious and Corey Feldman multiple questions.
It's whatever.
What's the Klopeks?
I mean, Seth does a good job of like the Orville and stuff. Like they do, he does dark comedy well. I mean, obviously.
Yeah, but you got to get that cast because just Tom Hanks, Bruce Dern as War Machine. It's just so good.
But I mean, if anybody has the ability to pull people in, it is probably Seth on a project too. So he's got a pretty deep network there. So.
He got Liam Neeson to be A Million Ways to Die in the West.
Yeah, so I mean, I could work. It could possibly not be a disaster.
So, Tales of Halloween, Puppet Master, Trancers 2, and Robot Wars all star this actress. Was it Kelly Maroney, Helen Hunt, Brinke Stevens or Miss Barbara Crampton?
Hasselhoffs were in the German version of the Burbs. I was going to make a off-color World War II joke, but I won't. I don't want to get us in trouble. It would not be a milk and doo-doo joke.
And these are 4 good movies. Tales of Halloween is a pretty good recent horror anthology. Puppet Master's just gold.
I don't know when the last time I saw Robot Wars was.
Okay, what's the guy's name in Trancers? I can't remember. It's Tim Thomerson's character.
Come on, nerds. Tell us out.
Yeah, Jack Death. It's just a
Jack
cool
Death.
name. Yeah, it was Barbara Crampton. She was in Tales of Halloween. She was at the carnival, I think, in Puppet Master, Trancers 2, and Robot Wars. That was a tough one.
Barbara. You're doing too much, Barbara. She's
Good
still
job,
cute.
Freddie. I think Freddie got that one.
She's still cute.
I heard she's like the nicest, celebrity to meet. It was in the horror genre.
In The Orphan, what is Esther's real age in the movie? Is it 40, 35, 33, or 25?
I thought it was funny when the first Orphan came out. She was a young girl playing an old one. Then when the new one came out, it was a prequel. So then she was old playing young.
That's how. I mean, it's kind of funny for Beetlejuice because Beetlejuice already looks like deformed over, so it doesn't hurt if Keaton's like 73 playing with all the makeup on. They did a good job. Like he pretty much seems like Beetlejuice, like nothing changed. And that's right. Patrick's reminding you that we do have 2 movies tonight, and they're starting after trivia at 9 at the top of the hour. So you got a little bit of time to get your beverages and your popcorn. Of course, for Beetlejuice, I ate another 2 pounds of popcorn to my lifetime total. Keeping it coming.
I'm hoping my theater's got a cool popcorn bucket.
I just got a bag. We went to the one. I didn't go to the Cinemark. I went to. There's like one that's like downtown, like a block from the house, and it's cool. It's convenient, but it's not like part of any kind of national chain, so they don't usually do anything special popcorn wise. But they do have a full bar.
There you go.
And they have a restaurant attached to it, so you can eat before or after. But I usually, I go in empty, and I get that giant thing of popcorn.
I just like that my theater's got one of those cool fountain drinks where you can choose the different flavors and flavor boosters. Fancy. And this is the name of the toy company that made the Good Guy doll. Playpen, Playpal, Caslin Corporation, or Good Guys.
Or bonus, the Tyrell Corporation.
Yeah, I heard Home Depot's got this like life-size animatronic Chucky, but of course sold out everywhere.
Gross. No way. I do not like Child's Play. I do not like any of the Chucky movies. That's
my favorite franchise and my favorite villain.
Well, I mean, he's an evil son of a bitch. I mean, it's by far. I think he's worse than like Freddy sometimes. He's just a sadistic motherfucker. So I mean, I'll give him that. It's like him, Leatherface, and Freddy are some evil SOBs. They just like to kill people.
It was Playpal. Now, it was Caslin Corporation, but that was the Buddy doll in the remake. So, Caslin Corporation was the Buddy doll in the remake. Good guy.
We've got a lot of Child's Play stands out here. I wasn't dissing the movie franchise. Not for me. I don't like it. It's creepy. I don't like dolls, okay? There's a reason why there's so many horror movies about dolls, because dolls are creepy.
The movie Dolls is good for Full Moon.
Puppet Master's pretty funny. I don't like puppets much either. So
I've got a jester and a blade puppet. Jay,
I do like. If you don't like Aubrey Plaza, you're wrong. Oh my God, Jay.
Well, it's a 3-way tie, but Jay got the answers.
Jay got the milk and doo doo. Jay with the win. You know what they say, Pete. A broken clock is worth twice a day, unless it's a
Good
digital
job
clock.
to Greg
Right one.
and Joseph for tying. King right up there. Patrick, Freddie.
It was close. It was close. Jay hit it, and there was no poltergeists here to interfere with the answers. So see, when Pete writes the questions, you don't get a poltergeist question. So
there you go. But you get themes like Corey Feldman.
you got unofficial Corey Feldman theme night. You probably could we probably could do a theme night with just like the Coreys, all right? It could be the Coreys. Which Corey? Milk and Doodoo is the winner.
So can you have questions on like License to Drive and Dream a Little Dream?
Dream a Little Dream and then all the parodies of those. So,
but congratulations to everybody who showed up and played.
It's crazy because you get to play trivia and then you're gonna get to watch 2 movies and it's Friday. Like what is this? Thanks for being flexible with the schedule. And no King. No jelly. No jellies. No jellies. Perps will probably, I'd say the Tournament of Champions, I'll probably be able to tell for sure by the end of October. After the next 5 or 6 games, we should surely have somebody who's won a couple more. I've got to go back and total up. I'm a couple weeks behind on my tally, but we still need pretty much everybody who's won trivia twice will be in. I've just got to figure out what the cutoff is. I'd like to make it everybody who's won at least 2 times. So right now there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people that have won trivia twice. So that's a little bit small. I'm kind of thinking I'd like to be closer to no, you're in, Perps. You've won twice. Pretty sure.
Yeah, and I think this was Jay's second win.
Yeah, I think Jay's probably won twice. I'll go back and look at the records, but that way I want it to be maybe up to 10 people. So that gives everybody, there's a lot of people that have won once and just once. So that gives everybody we need 4 more people with 2 wins, and then it can be a good group of 10, because the way we'll have to do it is we'll probably have to record it offline. We'll do the trivia game and have to record it and then premiere it live. That way you all can answer the questions, but the chat doesn't answer the questions. So only the competitors answer and everybody's watching, and then they can play along not in real time. But if I can find a way to do it live and only have it take your all's answers, we will do it live. But otherwise we'll have to coordinate and get you all on a private stream and record it and then do it. So kind of like Hollywood Squares. Jay's won twice. The only person who's won more than 4 times is Uncle Pete. And actually Jason's won 4 times. So Joseph's got 2 or 3. I think Joseph won last week. So Joseph's got 3. I need to update the count. There's a lot of people who've won. King's won once, Brad's won, Sunday's won, Zombies won, Andy's won one, Josh Spiegel, Movie Timelines, Josh has won one. Magatha's won one. Storm has won one. Marco has won one. So we got a lot of one winners in here. So I'd like to, we want it to be 8, 9, 10 people in it. So we'll give it a little more time, because it's not going to take any time at all to it won't take any time at all to set it up, because we're going to use this software. But actually, there is some flexibility. We might be able to do it more traditional game show style. If we have 9 people and we record it offline, maybe we can get everybody on the call and do it a horror face-off episode style or something. Maybe we could even have some fun with that. So we'll figure it out. Freddie's got to win, yeah. So, and yeah, of course you get stickers, and I probably am behind on stickers shipments. So yes, well that's what I'm saying, Perp. We have people in different time zones, so we can, if we don't do it live, we can film it separately and broadcast it later, right? So we'll figure all that out. There'll be time to figure that out. It'll be the trivia championship for the year, so no worries there. But we got at least 7 or 8 more weeks before we consider cutting off the qualification for it. So we appreciate you all
Cool.
for playing and watching the movies, and be excited for what's coming up tonight, which is the Devil's Hands by the Devil's Hands, and what's the other movie? I hate how YouTube doesn't show me like the next one. So By the Devil's Hands is the one starting at 9. That's the first movie tonight, which appears to be it almost looks found footage, but it's not. Is it found footage? The trailer looks kind of found footage. Guess not. Looks like an old fashioned slasher here. A little bit of something for everyone. Entombed is the second movie tonight. So,
okay, cool.
Well, theme nights are definitely on the table. We'll
Oh yeah, next week's trivia is our theme.
Yeah, next week's theme. What is our theme, Uncle Pete?
I don't know if we discussed it yet.
Okay, let's come up with a theme right now.
Any suggestions?
I do think oldie horror night. It's not bad. I don't hate that either. There's like
Universal Monsters oldie,
Universal
or like
Monsters and like Vincent Price and stuff. That could be cool. Leatherface, Hammer movies, Halloween 3. Halloween 3 might be Halloween's theme trivia night. Not to show my hand too soon.
Oh, Patrick's saying next Friday is Friday.
You're right. Maybe we should do trivia next Friday on Friday the 13th, and it's Friday the 13th theme. Does that sound reasonable to everybody? And we'll definitely keep the other ones in consideration. We'll do an oldies. We'll do a Leatherface, Hammer movie.
Do like a big 20 question Friday the 13th on Friday the 13th.
What could you combine with Hammer? Like Canon? No, Canon didn't do any horror movies.
I'd say Universal.
Universal.
Yeah.
So yeah. All right. So we'll do Friday the 13th for theme night next. So we'll do trivia on Friday the 13th. So we're not going to do it on Wednesday. We're going to do it on Friday next week again. Probably 8. We'll figure out the time for sure. Depends on what the movies are we're playing, so you'll have plenty of time to watch them. It'll at least be 7. It probably be 8 next week. We'll post it. But Friday the 13th, study up. It is a theme night, so there's going to be at least 15 questions. If we like you, we might make more. So, and King, the Friday shows, Horror Face Off. We're working on new episodes. We're retooling it a bit, so. New episodes, we're hoping we'll be able to show them in October. We're trying to finish out the rest of the season. Haven't had to re-record some stuff and fix some things. So we're fixing it. New episodes coming soon. Stay tuned for that. There will be some more podcast episodes dropping here and there. Chopping Block also coming back. And yes, we like them too. We're working on them. Takes a lot of time to get them done, but we definitely love the show. It just takes a lot of editing, and yeah, so we're working on it. They are coming. We know you all want them. We want them too. So if only AI could be useful and edit the videos we need them to help edit with, instead of making horrible abominations, of art. So it'd be sick if it could, if you could feed it the episode that existed as a template and then have it cut another episode for you. That would save us so much time. We could just focus on filming them. Because you know what? It was so easy. I mean, it wasn't easy. You still have to coordinate times and schedules. But recording it, we thought was going to be the hard part. And then you have to edit it. And it's like, oh, my God. We have an entire season of 24 episodes. And every single one of these.
Just tell AI, hey, do this.
It takes a lot of edit power between me and Patrick to finish those out. And that's if everything worked on the recording. We don't have to go back and re-record stuff because people's video didn't drop out. So that's always fun. Well, the problem with the streaming format is sometimes people drop out. So we might do some live episodes in the future, like truly live ones. But we wanted to get the show format down, and doing all the special effects and stuff is a lot more difficult when you're relying on OBS and overlays to behave. I mean, we have trouble enough getting this stupid thing to work, and it's very simple compared to what we do with some of the other things. So
yeah.
Tim Pool Russia Friday the 13th questions. Oh, I didn't know I was a Russian operative once you called me out for being a Russian operative. You know what Tim Pool really needs to do? He needs to take off that beanie and show his hairline that doesn't exist. He's got about as much hair as Putin does. So, oh Jesus. But on that note, you all.
Yep.
Study up Friday the 13th. You got 20 minutes to get yourselves ready for the movies. I'll probably hang out in the chat. And, don't be Tim Pool. Be a good person. Be a good human being.
Right? Don't be weird.
Don't be weird. Yes, just weird. Don't be weird. Be weird. Be good weird. Don't be bad weird.
Yeah.
Right? So stay weird. The good weird. The weird before it was weird. And,
yeah, when weird was cool.
Weird was cool. Like, be Molly Ringwald weird. Don't be Tim Pool weird.
Or Ali Sheedy in the Breakfast Club weird. That's
or
cool weird.
Winona Ryder weird. Don't be Andrew Tate weird. Oh, well, we love you all. We will see you next time, Friday, for Friday the 13th. And
later, ghouls and gals.
Plenty of movies to watch in the meantime. So, see you guys. And gals, and ghouls, and boys.